Hello everybody, what's up? CaptainTurbo here, and welcome back to the co-op run of Final Fantasy XIV. I am CaptainTurbo, joined as ever, I think I already introduced myself, but whatever, joined as ever by Red Nova.
Hello.
Apologies for that, we were kind of put away, we were literally about to start, and then my mom decided to go and have a coffee. So it's kind of thrown us for a loop here. Alright, something I need to point out right now, for the next 6 parts, maybe 7, I can't remember. You will not see Nova anywhere on the screen. That is because this is the one session that I had to redo.
The lost session.
Yeah, basically what happened was, as soon as we finished, I transferred the video file. I was transferring it over to my other PC, which I always edit on, and it got corrupted somehow during the transference. And unfortunately, I had deleted the original file, so I couldn't go to that. And I tried so many different ways to salvage the file, but I just couldn't find any way to salvage it. I literally spent days trying to do that, but unfortunately it didn't work. So I had to basically replay the game up to this point so I could record or re-record what Nova and I had done during session 2.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, you won't see any actual multiplayer between the two of us here, but, you know, this is a full thingy, and, you know, Nova was here for the original session 2,
right.
Of course, as he always is, so I was not leaving him out of this, so... But I had the same character name, I had the same, the outfits and all that, so I made sure... Hoodie. Yeah, everything was exactly the same. I tried to make sure I didn't go any different with anything here.
Yeah.
Alright, so our next main quest scenario is Farmer of Fortune, but I believe right now I am doing the Arcanist guild quest, so...
Yeah.
That's how we're going to be taking tactical planning here. I should point out, guys, this was recorded, and the session was done upwards to, what, 3 months ago now?
Yeah, something like that.
So, I will not remember fully what these quests, you know, actually require, what I ended up doing and stuff. And an even bigger noticeable thing here in the bottom right, you can probably tell, is the amount of gold I have is pitiful compared to the money Nova gave me at the beginning of the actual playthrough. So, yeah, I'm stuck on a measly 2,000 gil.
In case people are wondering why I didn't give them the money at the beginning, well, because it costs gil in this game to actually teleport to places.
Yeah, if it hadn't been for that, I probably wouldn't have bothered. I would have said no. But when you find out that you do need money to teleport everywhere, I mean, I think by the end of the run, we probably spent a good. You probably spent, the two of us combined, about 50,000 gil just on teleporting here and there.
Yeah.
In total, anyway.
And I had a lot of cash, because when I started my character, I had gotten a job boosting kit, and part of the thing included that was items I could sell for 300,000 gil, so I could easily give them some to use for teleporting you.
Oh, by the way, dude, I know, obviously, because I had to take that 15-minute break just before we started, I'd probably do 2 parts, and then obviously I have to do the race. If you're still free after I'm done, we can come back later.
Yeah,
we'll do this afterwards in the next part, and then obviously I'll take the break for the race.
I kind of figured it was going to be 2 parts in there.
We might have been able to fit a third in, but like I said, the whole my mom gagging for a coffee wasn't really foreseen. This is something I always do. I always try to make sure I have one of the carbuncles with me. Pretty much all times during the entire run, actually. That's something you're going to see for the rest of the Let's Play, more or less. Until the summon stuff starts happening. Obviously, I get some other things there. But for now, we are stuck with Emerald.
Yeah. You see, even has the its own hit point bar and level up there on the top of the screen as well.
I should point out for you, Nova, obviously the quality here is a massive downgrade, but that was just so I could make it so it was watchable. The raw file is still on the other PC, so the final quality will actually be better than this.
Yeah, not a problem.
I believe we've already seen it this time, obviously, because we did the Stone Golem boss fight earlier.
Yeah, it's might have been pointed out already, but I'll throw it again, just a fun fact that Yeah, you're not the only one having to deal with a hoodie. When I tried the astrology job with my other character, because it was level 30, I didn't get any special gear. That just got a plain old kind of regular gear you can get anywhere. So I ended up getting stuck with a hoodie as well. So yeah.
I mean, why even make it a fucking hoodie if you can't take the hoodie down? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can take off headgear.
Here's the thing with the Ironworks gear for Cassie group, and I showed you the picture of what it looks like already with her too. But what I didn't show you was what it looked like. The headgear with it is actually just its own hoodie, but unlike this one, you could actually choose not to display that said hoodie. Probably because it's not a body gear that has it as part of the body gear, so to speak. It's its own equipment. Unlike this thing, which has the hoodie as part of the body gear, which is the reason he can't display or undisplay it.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see the fucking point of it. I mean, if you're going to make some things capable of being, still on you, but no longer noticeable, why not just do it for everything?
They actually do that with leg wear, too. They have where it's leg wear and for your feet, too, and you can't equip feet wear because of that. Similar to that, although I don't think I've ever worn any of those either. I just wore like the
Jesus Christ,
body gear with the covering the head.
An achievement there. You'll get that every time you enter a new part of the realm. Yeah.
And there's a lot of different achievements in this game. You get them for entering new areas. You may get them for doing certain tasks. Or
you'll also gain experience for doing it as well.
Yep.
I suddenly realized I've gone the wrong way, by the way. I assume that's what I did. As I said, this was recorded probably about 2.5, if not 3 months ago, and Past Thunder is now playing 5M.
Yeah. And I don't know if this happened in Realm Reborn or not, but I know in Heavensward and Stormblood, when you fill in the new portion of the map that you haven't done yet, you actually get experience for that. And if you actually complete the whole map of the area you're in, you get even more experience added onto that.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
A lot of games do that now. I think Dragon Age does that, actually.
I think a portion of the map was like 5-digit experience for each portion, but then when you fill out the entire map, it's 6 figures for that, so...
Also, I should point out, this is so fucking weird to watch, a character running. We had the fucking mounts, and we used them practically all the fucking time after we got them.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So much faster than this, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've seen later on between mounts and teleporting, and then eventually down the road probably flying as well.
Entering Western Lenosha. And yes, I can actually say the fucking name now. God damn it.
Hey, when I started, I was messing up on names as well, and SG had to correct me on quite a few of them.
Unless they actually say it in like a voice-acted cutscene or something, it's actually...
Yeah.
It's actually hard to actually know how to pronounce a lot of the names.
Yeah. Actually, I will say this right now. This and what Astrologian have in common with this one and Arcanus is that you have a little bit of attacking and healing at the same time. The one difference is that, obviously, Astrologian, you don't summon a little sidekick like you did here.
Yeah.
It's mainly a healing / buffing type of job. With the drawing the cards and all that.
Well, obviously, spoiler alert for anybody watching, I am thinking about going Red Mage next time I think, at least trying it out, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So. I don't know.
It's kind of like Arcanus in terms of a little bit of healing and then attacking. It's more attacking than healing, but you have at least a little bit of it you can do once you get Fair Cure in there.
To be fair, I never did. To be fair, I only really acted as a healer during some really necessary moments where the healer wasn't up to standard, so...
Yeah.
I was generally just a magic attacker more than anything else, so...
Mm-hmm.
Probably would have been better off going with Black Mage, to be honest, but whatever.
Yeah. Actually, that's kind of what Red Mage is, even though it uses a rapier for sword-based.
I'd also like to still have some healing abilities as well, so Red Mage is probably a good way to go for me.
Yeah, right.
But again, this is all for the future stuff. This is stuff that hasn't even happened yet, guys, so we're pretty much just talking out our ass when it comes to this at the moment.
And the only reason, in case people are wondering why I'm even bringing this up to them, is because, if we do go farther into the game than we have now, or after recording and all that stuff, that he kind of really needs to get a job established, so to speak, because otherwise, right now, I mean, he's working as a class early on in the game, everybody does that. And that's usually happens as normal. Once you get past like the main scenario of Realm Reborn, you get into like Heaven's Word, and even just before that, and then later on Stormblood, if you don't have a job then, you're really screwing yourself.
But like I said, I did try out the 2 jobs that you can do from Arcanus, and I didn't do too badly with Summoner, but I really did want to go with Scholar, which is essentially support / healer type and it didn't go very well, so yeah, I'm definitely thinking that at least again after Realm Reborn, probably the next things you'll see if we decide to do it is just going to be fucking around, probably doing some side stuff for a bit, but I do think I'll be trying out Red Mage during that period of time.
One thing we could consider doing is something I didn't realize into this game until like a couple of weeks ago or something like that, maybe even less than that.
Are you talking about the palace thing?
No, about an option where you can go into dungeons unsynced. So what we could do is to go into some dungeons unsynced. Just say, now if we do this, it'd have to be like dungeons that are far enough below our level, because you have to remember that the monsters in there are tougher than your normal level. So because we could literally just the 2 of us go into a dungeon and basically just mop the floor with it or something, or just see how well we do at least.
I had no idea I was that close to Lara Croft.
Nah.
Never even noticed that when I was playing.
Oh yeah, speaking of Palace of the Dead, I did try to get through that with my free company, my other character, and got the freaking level 50 boss, and unfortunately we are stuck, so...
At least you've got some experience for when we go back to do it and record it.
Yeah. But we definitely will have to do at least a party of 3, though, because a party of 2 will not cut it from a certain point.
Well, I'll still, as I say, I'll still see if we can get SG in, because he said he was interested, but it's going to be getting the right time for him. That's going to be
right.
And I don't actually. And here's the thing, guys. I actually don't have a subscription anymore to the game. My subscription ran out, so.
Yeah. The other thing you might have to consider is you might have to see if that third character, whether it's SG or not, or somebody else, and make sure they're the healer, because we probably need that more than anything else.
You said that you can party up with randos, though, right?
Yeah, you can, actually. So, I mean, if we can't get SG, we can always
just do
have a random party for each one, and then, we'll have a party of 4, and hopefully we'll have a healer there. Because I think when we tried to do it before in the free company, it was not, synced to, job / clash type like it normally is. For example, you didn't have where it had, I believe, 1 tank, 2 DPSs, and a healer. I think it was 1 or 2 tanks, and then whatever else was on there. So, at the very least, we have to make sure we get a healer in there, because I suppose if we don't, at least get enough people doing damage, because...
Well, I suppose if we don't, just try and get stocked up on high potions and shit. Obviously, if I'm going Red Mage, I'll still have a few healing properties, so...
Right.
Love the wind effect on the coat here, the robe, whatever.
Because here's another spoiler. There's actually another version of Palace of the Dead found in Stormblood, something called Heaven on High.
Oh, dude, that's going to be a long while for us, though.
I know. Well, for us, yeah, but... I didn't know that even existed, but... Apparently I just glossed over it. And I actually realized where it takes place, because there's a certain landmark in the far east that I've been known, a really tower that goes really up high in the heavens, and I'm thinking that's probably it. And weirdly enough, that I kind of describe as kind of like a Jenga tower, so to speak.
Like I said, there's a bunch of stuff I actually want to do. I really want to take part in the Chocobo race at some point or another.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got options out there.
And get Thundering for that one. Racing. Alright, so we got a new quest here, relighting the torch. Simple enough to do. The only problem is you'll have to come across some very fucking annoying birds on the way to the torch.
Yeah.
It's actually really simple, though. You can have this done in like a minute.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, you have no idea how much I'm missing the Chocobo right now. There's my yellow devil. I love the light. I love the weather effect, by the way, where it's just completely overcast at the moment.
Yep. Yes, I saw they got the weather incorporated in the game here.
This is completely random, guys. There's it's night and day and all that shit, and
yep.
The weather itself is always...
You can have it raining, you can have it storming, you can have it be really foggy out and be hard to see.
I assume during like the winter season it's going to snow.
I don't know, actually.
I know there was snow last Christmas in certain places, because if you remember I did the stream, didn't I, before you joined? Well, they had all the Christmas decorations up in Limsa, so...
Yeah, it might be just for a holiday thing or something.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a holiday thing, regardless. But I don't know why I did the fate, by the way. Probably just for a bit of leveling. Yeah. I don't think I needed to do this, but obviously the thing was in my way, so I wasn't going to fuck around with it. Plus, there's a bunch of others here. So.
But yeah, you had people helping you out too, so it'd be easy to go in here, because this is one of those boss type fates. So normally you don't want to do these without help.
I just died in your 6 arms tonight.
Because sometimes it can be okay, but other times it can be a lot tougher, like a certain Cyclops in Court of Central Highland too.
Still, you guys got no idea how pissed I was when I realized that this entire session had been deleted. Because here's the thing, Nova and I actually got to experience our first dungeon together during that session. So. Oh,
that's right. Yeah. Yes.
Unfortunately, it's lost to the internet.
Yep. And I didn't find hard modes of the dungeons we already went through because of having to basically accompany somebody in my free company and my other character to do a certain quest for them. So I got to experience things like Satasha hard. I got to experience Copperville Mines hard. I got to experience Sunken Temple of the Court hard.
To be fair, I've done I did most of them. Obviously, some of them are optional, but I did most of them because I had to grind later on and stuff.
Well, the dungeons I'm talking about are the hard mode versions of these dungeons, which are basically, they're at level 50. They're not like... Satasha Hard is a level 50th version of Satasha, which got a little bit different gimmicks in it.
So I think I told you this story, but I had an interesting thing happen to me once while I was doing level grinding, that some guy experienced a breakup during a dungeon with his girlfriend.
Really?
Yep. We were like literally just outside, like where the purple thing is before you go into the final boss part.
Oh yeah,
and
the purple glowing line.
He didn't go through, so at first we assumed he was watching the cutscene. We waited like a minute, it still didn't appear. Then about 5 minutes later, it's still nothing, and then he typed having issues with the girlfriend or something like that. And then we waited probably about another 15-20 minutes, maybe longer if I recall. I can't remember. It was basically we were getting low on time. I remember that much.
Yeah.
And turned out his girlfriend had a fight or something. And it was interesting. Let's just put it that way, because we're just kind of chatting in the chat room. It was just really awkward. I've seen like fucking dancing cat girls with nothing but bikinis on and stuff. But you see some weird shit in FF14.
Yep. Well, they had a promotion recently, like a summer-based promotion where you get like summer kind of based gear, but you also get a new title there, and then it was kind of like doing some quests that basically was involving some old school type of platforming in order to get through courses.
Giant chicken drumstick right now.
Yeah.
The gluttonous Gertrude.
Doing this one because obviously he's getting help in here from other characters.
Yeah, plus as you can see, I'm not too far off leveling up, so...
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah, you aren't.
Look at that, 23,000, that's fucking chicken feed compared to what we need later on.
Oh yes!
I think by the end of the Let's Play, you were requiring millions, weren't you, in order to level up?
Yep. And actually, I thought I was at level 58 with my character right now. I'm actually at level 60, so... And even then, to get to 61, I think I need like over 4 billion to get to 61.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, just wait till the level 70 grind. Cough, over 10 million cough.
I got plenty of time before then, I'm not fussed.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely have plenty of time, huh? And actually, I mentioned I gave you a text file with the whole grinding for poetics thing a while back.
I think I still have it on my hard drive somewhere.
Yeah, and one thing I forgot to mention on there, that main scenario duty roulette is actually currently the best way to grind for experience as well, too. Because unlike the duty roulette leveling, you always get a level 50 dungeon there, so... Now, the only drawback is it'll be one of the 2 dungeons with the whole unskippable cutscene bull crap, but if you're lucky, you'll get Miranium at least, which is more tolerable than 2, and actually has more play in it. As opposed to Gaius not shutting up forever.
And obviously, guys, I hope I'm leaving this on screen long enough for you to read it. If not, feel free to pause the video and read it yourself. After all, one of the main reasons I did this is because not everybody has time to put into an MMO or the money, so it's not fair they don't get to experience the story at least. It's Final Fantasy, so it deserves to be.
And I will say this, even if you can't get into it because it's MMO and you want to pay the money, at least give the OST and the T's in this game a shot, because
the music, the soundtrack's fucking phenomenal.
Yes.
Obviously, we can't hear it at the moment because I have to mute the video, otherwise I pick up on the recording, but it is fantastic.
I think FF14 has now become my favorite Final Fantasy OST in the whole list. Just as a whole, because it's
just a shame we didn't get to hear it too fucking often because of this joke about music.
Yeah. Although I did learn of a way, and you may have seen this, about how to
I do remember you mentioning it.
Yeah. I found out when I was checking on my free company guys some days ago, or weeks ago. So now it's off, so now whenever I get out of mount, I actually hear whatever music's played, including even if it's the rather kind of depressing, it's Corthus Western Highlands trope.
Didn't you get like 5 player accommodations the other day?
Yeah, I was playing as a Dark Knight doing Cast of Memorandum. I don't know if it was the duty roulette or just doing the dungeon itself because I wanted to, but I went in there and played as a Dark Knight on my other character. We beat the dungeon. I got 5 player accommodations. First time ever I got that in a single dungeon.
Oh, nice.
And this is an 8-player dungeon, mind you. So
it's a shame you don't get anything for those, really.
Yeah.
Excuse me, God, I seem to have stepped in
behind. You figure out of 7 other people, I got 5 of those 7 to give me a player accommodation.
I don't know why I'm going to the upper deck. I should still point out at this point I'm still having problems with direction and stuff because I was still at least fairly new to the game, but whatever.
Actually, something I'm thinking about doing eventually at some point when we get back to Slayer. This will basically be for just monkey around purposes. I might look and get a second job for my character.
That's up to you. Oh, I think I should also point out, obviously, because this was the second file I was doing this on. I didn't get all the Aetheryte crystals in like Limsa Liminsa and all that. So yeah, that was definitely a pain in the ass. So I usually have to walk most places. But thankfully, the post commentary is only temporary.
Yeah. I just tried a Dark Knight a while back. It was okay, but it was kind of because it was.
It's an awesome title though, Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I am vengeance. I am the knight. I am not Batman.
Not Batman. Yeah, exactly. Well, lately I've gotten more used to it and thought, oh, this is actually pretty fun in a way, even though the attacks are still sort of kind of like it. So.
If I recall, didn't I no, it wasn't here. Never mind. Sorry, I was going to go on a different place there, but it's never mind. This is the wrong place.
Yeah.
She got sunglasses on in the middle of the fucking night.
Yeah, looks like it.
And level up. Level 14. Hard to look back and like stuff like this so long ago. Level 14, for fuck's sake. I do like the little festival lanterns they've got there in the background.
Yeah.
Are they always there, or was it like a special holiday or something?
There must have been something going on or something like that.
This would have been June, I want to say, so early June, so.
Because not that long ago, there was like a summer type of event going on, and they had stuff around for that.
Yeah, like I say, it was also a lot of thing at Christmas as well, so.
Yeah.
Which I still have a picture of, but I don't know, maybe July 4th for your Independence Day, maybe?
Could be, I don't know.
It would be around that time, but I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at my little carbuncle down there. I really wish you could just name your summons, though.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
It'd be a nice personal touch to the game if you could.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm delivering the missive to Hatburn at the Moraby Drydocks. I think this will be the first time in game, at least, or at least on this, that you're seeing the Drydocks, but I might be misremembering.
Mm.
I've still got a couple minutes left. I think the thing I do like about MMOs like this is the fact that you see other people going about their business, though.
Yep.
Everybody just running around playing the game is nice in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes you may see people just standing in place, either being AFK or might be just standing around, just doing whatever, or they might even be doing things like crafting, even where they get a little anvil and they're working on it, or get like a little machine and they're making stuff.
And all these people are now forever ingrained in this Let's Play, even if it's only for a second. Going about their business, doing whatever they want.
Yep.
Alright, so apparently I'm heading back to the Arcanist Guild instead.
Yeah,
probably
kind of
finishing off tactical planning, yeah. And like I say, guys, I wish I could guide you through what my thought process was at this time, but here's the thing, I had to record this, but because obviously I was on a 60-day time limit, I wanted to make sure we got the entire game done before we came back to do post-commentary, so...
Right.
Which surprised me, was the fact that we had like 9 days left, even after we finished. Unfortunately, I was already behind schedule on like editing and shit, so I had to just get that done. I wanted to get that done instead. Kind of wasted the last 9 days, but whatever. Rule number 1, we don't talk about Fight Club. I mean, it's what it looks like down here. It's just fucking pit with everybody fighting their cob. It's like cockfighting, but with emerald carbuncles instead. It's essentially a Pokemon battle. And I'm inside you, aren't I, Kalia? Interesting camera angle here. Don't know what I was thinking. Into the mind of a pervert, even if it's my own. Oh, and by the way, I'm pretty sure during one of the previous parts I already opened that piece of mail in the top right there, but obviously it's the exact same one I got last time, guys, so, you know, it's not some kind of complete fucking mystery. It's the exact same thing. There goes Cat Girl. Am I wearing shoes or not? It looks like I'm barefoot. You done an Arcanist run, by the way?
I have not, no. Usually when I play the classes or jobs in this game, I've been specific to which one so far. I've done Pugilist / Monk. I've done Thaumaturge / Black Mage. I've now done working on Dark Knight. I've been working on Samurai, so...
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just bringing this on screen, dude. So
trying to do Astrologian, which is a healer job, but I don't think I'm like going with that one because I don't think healing's my thing.
I can completely understand your right there, dude. The problem I had with healer was the fact that the MP didn't really.
Yeah,
it was like there wasn't enough MP for me to do my job correctly, so I was just constantly having to conserve it.
We did learn when a buddy of mine in Free Company tried to do the healing thing that there is an ability to eventually learn to help with that, but he didn't know it at the time, but then you got, that's really helpful out. But healing is one of those things where if unless you're like going to try and do like every job, or you specifically are good at healing, you probably want to stay away from it because it's really requires a lot of concentration. Because you're not just worrying about attacking enemies as only if you have the chance to. Otherwise, you basically got to keep the party members up on their health, especially the tank, because
5 seconds left, dude.
Yeah, they take a lot of the hits.
Sorry about that. I don't mean to cut you off. Obviously, I can just keep the video going for now. But yeah, we do need to stop here because the video is finished.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the first part of the second session replay, guys. We'll be back with the second part of this in a moment. But you guys, I'll see you guys next week with part 10. Until then, sayonara.
Yep, see ya.